So I'm here with
Naya.
Naya, okay? And I got a really sophisticated question, so I need you to think long and hard about this, okay?
Okay.
So look, based on my appearance, right? Is you smashing or is you passing? And you can be honest, like, you know.
Passing.
You for real gonna pass? Like,
Yeah.
I spent 21 years and it's like I'm
Yeah, I'm
still a
passing.
virgin. You pass?
Yeah.
For real?
Yes.
She's passing, bro. She's leaving me alone.
What's good, Certified Gang? It's your boy Keiko, and I'm back with another video. Welcome back to More Than Football. This is football from a semi-pro football player's perspective. A lot of y'all have been asking me to do story times. Y'all seem to like when I tell my stories and everything like that, man. I've had an eventful life, especially with football. A lot of y'all already know my D1 story. If y'all have not watched that, go watch that right now, because then this story right here is going to make a lot more sense. A lot of y'all know that I lost my D1 opportunity at Indiana State by getting arrested and going to jail for something that I didn't do. And from you guys knowing that, I get a lot of questions. A lot of y'all be asking me like, hey Keiko, like, how was it being a D1 football player in jail? Like, how did they treat you? Did they know you played football? Like, what was that experience like? Today I'm about to tell y'all how it was being a D1 football player in jail, behind bars. Locked up, you won't let me out. Locked up, you won't let me out. I got a beautiful vocal. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, follow me on IG, man, and stay out of jail. Please steer clear from the bad things, man. I lost my football opportunities from it. You could lose yours, and hopefully you guys learned something from this video. Let's get straight to it. All right, y'all. So to start this story off, and really this story, I'm gonna be talking more about my experience in jail, not really about like how I went to jail, what happened, but I will kind of give you the gist of it. Basically, I went to jail. I was falsely accused of putting my hands on a female. You feel me? She lied with some of her friends, and she was mad at me and everything like that, and she ended up lying to the police. And if y'all are football players or just guys in general, you know how serious of a thing that is, man. So that's basically my situation, you know what I'm saying? Basically, at the moment of me getting arrested and going to jail, I was downstairs in my dorm room lobby, man, at Indiana State University, man. I had just got done talking to the police, telling them my side of the story. I didn't think I was gonna go to jail at this point. I thought they was just gonna be like, oh, okay, whatever, this happened. Just stay away from her and go on about your day. But I didn't know she lied, you feel me? So boom, right after I tell them my side of the story, the cops is like, nah, bruh, like, you're lying, bruh. We have her and other witnesses saying you did this and that. And like I said, those witnesses were her friends. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or do can be used against you. I don't know what they said, you feel me? But they turned me around and put me in the cuffs, man. And y'all gotta understand how quickly this happened. Like, it was so quick, I couldn't even process. They put me in cuffs and read me my Miranda rights, right? So, they're taking me out to the cop car. And the cops don't know I'm a football player on the football team or anything like that, at this point at least. So they just walking me out to their cop car, man. And I remember, I was wearing jeans this day, right? And I did not have a belt. So my pants was falling. So I kept asking the cops, I'm like, hey bro, like, can you hold up my pants? Or like, is there some way we can hold up my pants? You feel me? So the whole way, one of the cops had me, you know, like this, and then the other cop was holding up my pants while we was walking to the car, right? So we get to the car, and I honestly still didn't think I was going to jail. I thought they was maybe just taking me to their little thing. I was gonna fill out a police report or something. I don't know, bro. I was innocent. So next thing I know, I'm in the back of the cop car, and I'm just thinking in my head, like, bro, what is about to happen to me, bro? Like, what if my coaches find out? Like, what's gonna happen? You feel me? So I asked the cop, I'm like, hey, like, what's about to happen? And he's like, well, I'm about to take you to the jail. We're about to book you in and everything like that. You'll probably be here for a few days, you feel me, until you can make bond or whatever. And then from there on, you will have to deal with whatever the court system does or says or anything like that. So in my head, once he said going to jail, I'm like, bruh, jail? Like, I had never been to jail previous to this, man. You never want to go to jail. Like, if you watch this right now, you never want to go to jail. The campus of Indiana State was, like, right next to the jail. So it wasn't a long car ride at all, man. Pull into the jail, man, and they come and get me out the car. And like I said, bro, I just don't know what to think at this point. They don't know I'm a football player. I don't know what my coaches is going to think. anything like that, right? And I know like in some jails it's different. Sometimes they sit you in the holding cell. Sometimes they book you right in. Sometimes it's just different. Depends on the jail you go to. But this specific jail, they brought me in and they sat me down. You feel me? I don't think they thought I was like too much of a threat to like go crazy or anything like that, because they did have like holding cells and everything. But they just sat me down in this chair. And then there was like two, like, I think COs or correctional officers. They were on this little like computers and stuff, and they were just chilling, right? So I asked the CO, I'm like, hey, can I like call my parents, you feel me, to tell them like I'm in jail, bro. Like I need my parents right now. Those was the only people that I really wanted to talk to, you know what I'm talking about? And so he was like, yeah, you can call your folks or whatever. Just wait, we gotta book you in and everything. Then you could call them, you gotta change clothes and all that, cause I was in street clothes, right? So then one of the COs comes and gets me and sits me in the chair right across from the computer, right? And then the CO starts asking me all these questions. I think they take my ID, my phone, everything, bro. And they're putting in all my information, asking me questions about things and all different types of stuff, bro. They end up taking pictures of me, mugshot, pictures of my tattoos, fingerprints, man. So now my stuff and DNA and everything is in the criminal database and all that. But they do all that stuff. That stuff took like, I'm not even gonna lie, it took probably like an hour, right? After they were done with all that, they still didn't know I played football, because I wasn't mentioning it, bro. Like, I'm in jail. Like, why I gotta tell them I play football for? I went from a football field wearing a jersey, a practice jersey, a helmet, a nice little helmet, Nike, to an orange jumpsuit. I'm an inmate, you feel me? They gave me an orange jumpsuit and some slides. Go in this little room right here and change your clothes, right? But you think you would get some privacy to change the room. Hell no. In jail, they want to see everything. You know what I'm talking about? So they bring me in this little room. The little police people is outside in the window, right? So they're like changing to the suit, right? So I get to change and I get to taking off my shirt. One of them was a girl CO, so I think she was kind of looking at me, you know what I'm saying? She was like, before I put on the clothes, man, and mind you, I changed like booty butt naked, bro. I was out there naked. Cop was like, all right, I need you to put your arms out to the side and cough. I said, you feel me? Butt naked. And he was a dude. But the lady, she was looking, the CO was looking, she was looking at me, you feel me? But anyway, the worst part was, he said, turn around, bend over, spread your cheeks, and cough for me 2 times. He wanted me to what? Turn around, bend over, and what? I was butt naked, bro. This man had me spread my cheeks, no homo, and cough twice. I guess he wanted to see if I like stuck anything up there to hide anything in the jail, bro. Like, no, bro. Why would I stick something, bro? Like, now I can laugh about it, but at the time, bro, it was so violating to me, bro. I was sad as hell about that shit, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. So, after that, I was all changed, and they sit me back in the same chair, and they're like, all right, bro, you can finally call your mom, right? This was really the worst part, man. Like, to this day, man, this stuff haunts me, you feel me? Calling my mom from a jail cell, man, and just hearing her voice on the other end, hearing how she sounded, bruh, she sounded so worried, man. And I know that was one of the worst calls that I've ever called her with. Just randomly, she think her son down at school playing football doing his thing. Oh my gosh, and she didn't even know what I did, because I didn't really have time to like explain everything to her, you know what I'm saying? So, boom, that happened. And now it was time to go into the actual jail. They give me like this little laundry basket, right? And inside the laundry basket, it's got like soap, lotion. It's got like, I think toothpaste. I think a toothbrush, something like that. Then they have like a little padding that you put on top of the bed. I want to say a blanket too as well. And that's all that was in there. You had to carry that yourself, right? Because at this point, I wasn't like handcuffed. As we're walking to my part of the jail, I'm going to be saying that we're passing all the solitary confinement rooms, and people is yelling. They're like, hey, Fred, me, I don't know what they was yelling. I ain't gonna lie, I was a little intimidated, bro. And it wasn't like I was scared people was gonna do something to me. I just wasn't knowing what to expect, bro. You see the movies, you see all different types of stuff. Jail really isn't a thing until you actually experience it, you know what I'm saying? So we finally get back to my part, right? Like I said, at this point, they still don't know I'm a Division I football player, Division I walk-on. As soon as we get to my section of the cells, man, they open up the cell doors, and it was like multiple cells in one little like corridor, I would guess you would call it, you feel me? It was like 4 or 5 cells, and then there was like a little hangout area where you could like watch a TV, but it was a small little TV like this big, and it was like in this little brick encasing, so you can't even touch the TV or anything like that. But as soon as I walk in, man, there was people playing cards, like chilling and stuff like that, and all of them started being like, hey, hey. So you feel me? I was in here thinking like, oh man, I'm gonna have to go in here and start fighting and everything, bro. Like, I was ready, bro. But as we get in, they all get to talking and saying different things, and they told me which cell I was in. I was in a cell with 3 other dudes, man. I was the 4th cellie, man. There was 2 beds right here, 2 beds like that, and I had the top bunk right here, like on the right side. As soon as I walk in, the cellies like say what's up to me, you feel me? And what's crazy about the cell is that it's the beds right there, and then right in the middle of it is a toilet, bro. So it's 4 people to 1 cell. So you gotta think, if one person takes a dookie, they messing it up for everybody in the damn cell. So boom, I'm like putting my stuff on my bed, you feel me? The other cellie like removed some stuff he had sitting up there. But they was real cool when I met them. Like, they shook up with me and everything like that. They said their names, and I really do not recall their names no more. Like, I don't even remember. But I was still just on edge. I was watching my back the whole time because you just never know people and everything. But I set up my little area, my little bed or whatever. I was ready to live out my sentence, you feel me? I don't know. Like, at this point, man, I just remember being hella sad and just not knowing what to do, man. You can't call your parents when you want to and everything like that. I don't even think I spoke to my parents the rest of that night, man. But it just sucked, especially being innocent, man. Being innocent and being in jail, bro, it's a horrible experience, bro. So I remember one of the cellies, like, he was offering me food, bro. And I know, like, in jail and in prison and everything, they get very, very creative with their meals and everything like that, bro. Tell me why, bro, had like a tortilla. He had like a tortilla shell, right? And he had some ramen noodles that he like heated up, whatever. He put the ramen noodles in there. Then he put some mustard. He put some like little fake Spam, little meat in there. He put some mustard. He put the little ramen noodle seasoning. And he ate that shit like a burrito, like a taco. And he was like, hey bro, do you want some of this? I said, hell no. But I just was out of it. Like, I appreciated him, you know, offering me food, but I was just like, nah, bro, like, I don't want that. So boom, as the night progresses, I start talking to the cellmates more. And this is kind of where I first like tell them like I play football at Indiana State. And you know, once I told them like I played football, I seen their energy like switch completely. Like, at first, yeah, they was cool, they was nice. But once I told them I played football, they got hella interested. Like, they was like, dang, yo, you play at ISU? Like, that's cool. Like, how's that going? And then the cellies start telling me, like, hey, bro, like, I used to play football. I played for this high school. And I was like, dang, that's crazy. It's crazy to me, like, how much talent gets wasted to crime and, you know, going to jail and everything like that, bro. I guarantee there's a lot of players right now that could be NFL talent that are in jail and everything like that. But when certain people, you know, people that kind of do crimes and everything like that, they kind of see somebody that is doing something big and everything like that, they kind of like treat you with a certain respect, you know what I'm saying? So we just got to talking about football, and that really comforted me at that time because I was just so down in the dumps and everything like that. And so, yeah, that's what we talked about the rest of the night. It was eventually time to go back in our cells and close up the cells and go to sleep. And man, I wasn't even really tired. I could barely sleep, but I tried my best to sleep, man. I was still on edge, and you just never know what somebody gonna do to you, you feel me? So at this point, at least the people in my cell, they know I'm a football player, but not really any of the other guys. They didn't really know I was a football player, right? But this is my first morning in jail, man. They open up the cell at like 6 a.m. and they say, chow, chow. That's how you know when food is there, right? And so, you know, I'm not knowing what to expect, but they give me this little tray, bro. And when I tell you on this tray, it was like some 12 fake ass little Fruit Loops and some sour ass applesauce. And also in this cup, it was some powder, some white powder, right? You put some water in the powder, you stir it up, and that's milk. I only like barely ate the applesauce, and that was it. But yeah, that happened. And then progressing through the day, this day was actually Sunday. So this was during football season too, the NFL season. So I think the Indianapolis Colts were playing that night. I don't know against who, but they were playing. So I called my parents like a few more times throughout the day, man. Like I said, I was just really sad throughout this whole entire process. And what was cool about my cellmates is that they was like making sure I was straight. They knew like I'm not really no type of dude to be out here doing hella crimes and all that. They knew, you know, I had a lot of potential to be something great. So they was really there to comfort me, and I appreciate them for that, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I tried my best to jail with the people, man. I try to stay outside the cell and, you know, cool with the people. We was just sitting and talking, watching the football games, watching the football highlights, and that's what really got us, like, closer, man. They, you know, I started talking about football at ISU and everything that I had to do. And like I said, it brought more people talking about their experience with football. And that's what's crazy about football, bro, is that football is so much more than just the sport. And that's what I want y'all to understand, man. Football is something that can connect people, two different people from two different types of areas, two different types of lifestyles, everything like that, bro. Football can do that. They was treating me well, you know what I'm saying? Being a D1 football player in jail wasn't bad at all to this point. Nobody was really trying me. You feel me? Like, people was interested in asking me who I was and stuff, but nobody was like trying me, trying to fight me or trying to hold me or anything like that. What was crazy too is they had one shower for the whole entire like corridor of SEALs. So you gotta think that's maybe about like 35 people and they got one shower, bro. And the shower was like in front of everything, bro. And you think I'm gonna take a shower in front of people? Hell nah, bro. Like, after a little bit, bro, I was just in there trying to sleep my day away, man. And my cellies kept checking on me, asking if I was all right. Like, is you a little sad or something? And they could tell I was sad, bro. I just, you know what I'm saying? It was just a really down moment in my life, you know what I'm saying? And I'm really thankful that I went through it because now, you know, my story inspires y'all and, you know, it really helps y'all, you know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of thankful that I went through it, man. Fast forwarding on, man, lunch came. You know, they had some more nasty food. I can't even remember, but I barely ate that, man. Just when you sad like that and like down in the dumps, bro, you don't be wanting to eat and do nothing, bro. And then fast forwarding a little bit after that, man, I ended up getting out, bro. I ended up getting out not too much longer. I got out on bail. COs wasn't really messing with me at all. They didn't know I was a football player. Not saying that would have got me any more treatment, but I don't know how the COs do it, man, because I couldn't be no CO. But they wasn't really treating me to the best, bro, because I needed like contact solution because I was wearing contacts. And I had asked them for it, bro, and they never gave me that shit, bro. And I had asked them like early in the morning, never gave it to me, bro. And they don't care, you feel me? So, yeah, I ended up getting out. And then a month later, my case was dismissed because, like I said, it was a lie and everything like that. That's how it's like being a D1 player in jail, at least from my experience, man. I don't want y'all to hear this story and think it was something that I'm glorifying, because it's not anything that I wish on anybody, bro. It was ass, you know what I'm saying? Really being there, not having no control over, not being able to call people when you want to, not being able to have your phone, not being, you know, you gotta listen to somebody. Like, it's crazy, you know what I'm saying? So I'm thankful I went through it, but that was really my experience, man. Make sure you guys leave a like down below, subscribe to the channel if you're new, follow me on IG, and this is the end of the video, man. This is More Than Football.